This is a really packed combo video. We are so busy. We now have more orders than what to do with. Look at all the stuff's going on. Okay, afterburner. What I want you to see is up here. Rally X. All this stuff is sold. Come. Oh, he didn't like that, did he? Look, Austin Powers. Joey and Jack were in with their parents the other day, and they picked out 2 games. And we got them ready for them, and now they're going to get them in their home game room. And you know what? You couldn't get a nicer Austin Powers. And here's why. This machine was in a location for only 1 month. 1 month back in, what was it, 99? When was this? When did it come out? You're supposed to help me out here. 2001. I'm looking for the copyright. I should have this stuff right on the top. No, I think that's 2001. Anyway, somebody will correct me. Anyway, they vended it for a month, got a different game, I guess. Maybe it wasn't working out, I'm not sure, but we had bought it from a vending company, and they had gotten another game, and then we sold it right away to a homeowner. And they had it in their house until last August. We brought it in, we shopped it out with regular LEDs, resold it, and then that family kept it 1 year, and they traded this game and another game both in, Star Wars Episode 1, and got 2 more games. So they only had them a year, and they had them in their shore house, so they only used them for 2 or 3 months. We got the game back, so we reshopped it, but this time we put in super bright LEDs. See, back then, a year ago, we only had regular LEDs. Now we have super brights. We have color changers down here, of course. How can you not have color changes in Austin Powers? Super brights here. We already had the clear Lexan washers to protect the plastic, so everything's in absolutely perfect condition. And we did one more extra. We've lit the scoop. We're now lighting the scoops up with the LEDs, and it's really nice. And of course, it's a color changer. You have to do that. Scott, come down low, and then you can see that we have a whole row of color changers up top from Pinball Life. Aren't they nice? Beautiful, gorgeous machine. You can tell there's low use because there's virtually no wear at all here, and no wear on our spinning disc, nothing. It's gorgeous, just beautiful. Isn't it, Scott?
Sure is.
Glad you said that. We did one more mod, and it's locked. We put, you have to take my word for it. We took out our plug-in battery and we put the button cell in. So now when we get the games back, we're taking out our lithium plug-in and replacing with a button cell.
It's frickin' freezing here, Mr. Biggleboy.
Oh, there he is. He's coming up. And he's ready for action.
Yeah, baby.
He comes up so you know what's going on. What a beautiful game this is. I guess you already know, when you go up here, as soon as you hit this switch here, okay, it turns on that and sucks the ball right down. Of course, we don't have it on a tilt. Who does that? How come nobody puts these on tilts? There we go.
The time machine.
There you go. The time machine.
You can do it.
And of course, we can go in here.
I'm going to go back to the 60s and hear Austin Powers show.
There we go. And there's the Fat Man. We're just going to call him the Fat Man.
While you were broke.
Anyway, Scott, you can wrap this up. We're done with Mr. Austin. Oh, gosh. Arcade Legends 2. We sold very few of them. So here's the deal. 2004, Chicago Gaming licensed boatload of games. 35 at the time, a lot of games. And then, after I think maybe 5 or 6 months, they upped it to 50 games, and you could get a free update kit. You got 50 classic games inside one cabinet. Let me turn that, shut that door, keep it running. Show the game, show the game. Anyway. That's better. Then in 2007, so we sold a lot of Arcade Legends. I really have to sit and count them. 150, 200, I'm not sure. We just sold a ton of them. And Arcade Legends 2 came out. But while 2 was out, they were trying to license another terrific set of board games, the Golden Tee games, the complete. So Arcade Legends 2, see the little 2? Thank you, Scotty. Very few of these came out. There's just not many. Arcade Legends 3 came out with a huge amount of games. First, had picture tubes, and then when they sold every last 25-inch Wells Gardner in the country, they switched over to LCD. The cabinet style had to change, though, to accommodate the new television. So it's a bigger TV set, and in terms of width and such. So this is the traditional cabinet. Arcade Legends 3s were also in this cabinet, and then the currently the one we sell brand new, the Arcade Legends 3 with the LCD. Now, here's the big thing. This game has a whole bunch of games that are not in Arcade Legends 3. They never were able to license them. A boatload of different games. So, if you were a true connoisseur, you would actually try to have Arcade Legends 1, 2, and 3. The problem is there's hardly any of these 2s out there. This we sold brand new back in 2007. It was just traded in, and the man that's buying this beautiful Austin Powers for his children, his 2 boys, is going to be getting Arcade Legends 2. Now, it does have a Golden Tee Golf in it, but it's the original one. It's not the complete with the live characters on it. But it doesn't matter because they're going to have a great time with it. Scott, do you have any particular favorites you like to play with this?
Crystal Castle.
He's a Crystal Castle. I'm a Venture Man. The original Exidy, what a great game. And of course, the Tempest. Of course, the Tempest, though, plays best, obviously, on a vector game, but this will have a bit. And of course, it's a spinner. Now, you could also use the joystick to play. And of course, the exit button dumps you right out of the game. Exit game. You're done. You're done. Isn't that nice? So what's Tropical Angel? Ah! A skiing one. Now there's a hit. What the heck's Tumble Pod? Ah. These are games that aren't on the others. I've seen, this is Stern's Tasmania. I've seen one in my whole life. Now, I have a Targ in my house. I have Scott, I have a Targ and Spectre. Let's see if Spectre's, yes it is. There's Spectre. I have Cabarets in my collection. Nice, nice, nice. But Scott, we gotta move on. And I need you wrapping these up because you gotta deliver these early tomorrow. Am I right? Here, let's go into the back. We're gonna show you some more. And leave this door open, Scott. How dare you shut it? Mark from Canada. I think it was Steve that put this here. Do you think Steven would put a big roll of masking tape on top of my game? He's on the floor again.
Shut up.
You can't talk to me that way.
I just did. Finish your video so we can get out of here.
Okay. Well, alright, look. So mean to me. Ice Cold Beer going to Canada. Another one. Another one going to Mark. Look at it. It's beautiful. Brand new overlay. We've touched up the original glass. Steven did. He actually did some touch up on the playfield. You'd never know where it was touched up. And look. New side art. This old game had the side art for a while. Can you turn that? Oh, no, leave it on. No, forget it. Wrong game. We're doing that one next. Okay. I know. It's the holiday weekend. All right. Ice Cold Beer side art is now made by this man. This old game doesn't have it anymore. I don't know who couldn't get it. So he came in here with a camera, his iPad. iPhone camera. He took a picture of it, and he has the equipment to either run it on matte or you can get it on gloss, whatever way you want it. Looks great, doesn't it? Looks great. And we even signed the back earlier today. Look, let me show you that.
Oh, I'm on film at 11.
It's not film, it's video. We have to squeeze by these rescue.
Not nice, I won't sign it.
You're signing it, not for me.
Since I'm doing it for Mark, I'm doing it for Mark, not for you.
Should I sign below it? On top of it? How about if I do it right on top of yours, my sweet?
See how legible it is?
That's how you sign our our marriage certificate.
You got gold on your nose. I should put it.
I could have been killed.
Darn, I could get the insurance money if it did.
Only the
Go to
best.
Canada with my insurance money.
Go to Canada with the insurance money.
My lovely wife. Well, we have a few more signatures to get. That'll have to happen after the holiday. We're going to be shipping this out on Monday. What a wonderful game. Frank, haven't we sold a lot? Oh, you know what? This one came from Arnold. Remember that load of games that we picked up, all those mechanicals? This was one game that Arnold bought. And we had to do some innovation. This is the first generation. The first generation had 2 coin doors. The original coin door that you remember seeing on a lot of Taito games, Stratovox had this lock and chase, and then the big bottom steel door. Oh my gosh. Nothing will come through that. Beautiful. I still like the single doors better, but we made it do, and look, we put the free play button here. There's actually a hole in the door for a start button, so we put that right there. Now, got new yellow T-molding on the sides. It looks good. I think it looks good. What do you think, Frank? It looks good.
Joe's sign, it looks awesome.
Okay, it does look nice. You can contact Joe directly. Isn't that nice? You got a new person in the hobby. Look, almost done. You're not going to see that yet. Instead, we're going to show you a restoration. Customer brought us the game, bought a lot of the art, a lot of the things. He said, please put this in my cabinet. New overlay, new plexiglass, new buttons that he supplied. Basically what we did, look at that beautiful picture. He's going to try to get the cardboard surround. This is all he has. Dynamic virtual audio in full stereo. Beautiful game, though, isn't it? Now, this is, of course, the system. And it has the 7000 monitor. Can't hear anything. Oh, gosh, he's got the back door on this! How am I supposed to show the back of the machine?
Next one.
Hurry up.
There we go. Now, I'm going to show you what we had to do. It was, I guess, a semi-rat's nest inside. When Chris started working on the game, there was actually 2 power supplies inside the machine. The original one that fit in here with a fan, the on-off switch stuck out the side, and that blew up back, I guess, years ago, and they put a second one in there. Why bother doing it right? Now, he had those new Giganto power supplies. So what we did instead is the on-off switch, Frank, is still here, the push button. Okay? And the plate from the old power supply is still there with a button that we've kept. We've retained it. And then we put the appropriate connectors on it. And our new power supply is inside. That's one of the bolts for the hold the control panel down back there. So that solved all of our problems. Okay. Now the game will go on and off. It's easy to change the power supply down the road. And then we put this back plate in here and has safety here so it won't wear it out to make it safe. Anyway, 7,000 chassis. We're still running fine, but we put all new caps in it and a new flyback. So we have all that in there. It's off now, see? No shock. See, Frank? No shock. No shock. Ah! Alright, look. Here's the Capcom system. They call it the System 2. There are 2 clips on the side, and that unplugs. Guess what? That has the suicide battery in it. Whoever's idea that was needs to get fired. Anyway, here's how you fix it. Chris took the board apart, the case apart. The original battery was still holding the memory, amazingly. That's the beauty of it. Chris solders in on the other side, the back side of the board, a temporary battery. So the chips never lose that voltage. Then he unsolders the old battery, tosses it, solders the new battery in, installs it, checks connections, and then desolders the temporary battery. And then it's all back together, and it's in there rock solid. It won't fall off. It's very important you do that so the battery doesn't come loose, especially when the game moves around. And now that board is safe. And we also put the large battery in, and that battery will probably hold 5 to 8 years. It's just hard to guess these days, isn't it, Frank? Anyway, it's done, and the customer can change it at any time. That is the stereo amplifier. Powers all that great sound. You can see the RCA jacks. RCA, that jack goes back to 1948. That's how old that jack is. RCA made it for their TV sets that also could play records. And they put that little jack on the back of every TV set they sold between 1948 and 1959. And then they sold a little record player that you could put on top of your TV set. Here's a picture of it. And you could plug it in, and you use the amplifier from the TV to power your record player. There'd be a switch on the TV to turn it off. Very clever. Because not only could they sell TVs, they could sell boatloads of record players to everybody that bought their TV. Hence the RCA jack. Simple, efficient, no hum, a great connector. History lessons, Frank. Anyway, this customer is screaming. Screaming. Just like that to get their game in time for the holiday. So we're going to get this thing out the door, and then we'll move on to the next one. No. That'll be the last one for tonight. Anyway, hope you enjoyed seeing these games brought back to life by the TNT craftsmen. Are you still here?